I spend a lot of time at an office building here in Los Alamos, and I decided to do something useful instead of sitting around twiddling my thumbs when I'm waiting on service people or whatnot. So I set up this extra bench that I had in the office, in this little square room that we have here, and we built a wall out here. This used to not be a wall, so this was just a wasted space. So we built a wall and a door right here. Now I set up a little office right here, a little shop rather, and I'm going to do things like not neck resets, fret jobs, and eventually I'm going to have a bench over here, I hope, where I have a sander, and then I can do nuts and saddles. And so this is a neck that I brought with me. It's in the process of getting a neck reset, obviously, and these are new frets. So I brought this along, and then last night, when I was sitting around here in the office doing nothing, I went ahead and did frets on it. And I just bought fret tools, and that's it. I bought a lot of these things. A lot of these are new to me. The diamond fret files here, these are the diamond StreamAC. These are the regular ones. I've been using this for 20 years, but I bought another one for here. This kind of gives you an idea of what I consider essential fret tools, because this is what I brought with me. The big pliers, these. I bought a new set of these that I leave back at the main shop. Customer one time sent me a whole box of Lutherie tools, and there was a set of these in them. So this is my spare one. I bought this one because it has a little hammer in it, which is handy. These are the metal gauges, and I prefer the plastic ones because I like the light and dark side. But, here they are. They're handy. There's a mirror I brought with me, a small micro chisel, fret nipper, and then I brought my digital caliper gauges with me, which I prefer the standard ones, really, because the battery doesn't die on you, but I brought the digital ones here. And then I've got two calls down here, 14 and a 16. And of course, I would check the neck before I would come out here. And if I needed something else, I'd bring it. I've got a new jaws tool, which I think is pretty well essential for fretting. It's really super handy. I've got the new StreamAC snap file thing, which I just used for the first time. It's super handy. And what you do is you can snap in these different files in here that's held in with a magnet. This is a really nice tool because you've got all the files with you with just one handle. So I've got that with me. I've got a little extra fret wire down here. There's some fret wire up here. I've got my hygrometer gauge right there just to see what it is. Sandpaper. I got a vise over here with me that I will put on the second bench when I get that in there. Micro pipettes, a tip thing, which I really don't use much, but I got a box of them, so I brought them with me. The wide chisels that I use for marking the tops of the frets. Black super glue, number 10. I'm going to go to the hardware store and get some Gorilla thicker super glue. And I brought this along. I don't really use this for anything, but I have an extra bottle, so I brought it with me. I stick calls and stuff together. I don't know, just whatever. It was there. This is Luther's Mercantile instrument glue, fish glue. This is bottled hide glue that I'm just basically burning up. I use it when I do the fret slots. I fill it with the hide glue and do that kind of thing. So this is my bench, and there's my light, LED light, blue tape. Same customer sent me those tools. Extra one of these in there. This is the cheaper one. It's not the StreamAC one, but it's still pretty good. Brought it along, put it up there. So I think I had everything to do a good fret job on this. I got to go get some Goo Gone, which I'll get over at the hardware store, and that's to take the red stuff off the frets and things like that. So a couple of hardware stores I had to get, a couple of hardware tools I still need to go get. But this is doing pretty good, And then, like I said, I'll eventually put another little bench right here where I put a belt sander to shape out the nuts and the saddles and stuff. And then I've already got a vacuum for the shop, so that's good to go. I'll get this stuff out of here once we get all this done. We've been doing a lot of remodeling in this building, and so that's why all this stuff's up here. I'm gonna go over here, see if I can get my, there's a guy parked in front of me. Let's see. Can't quite get it. Let's go for a walk.